Hello dear viewers, welcome back to Cybrosys. So today in this video, let's talk about events both in the events module of Odoo 18. So you all know what an event is. An event can be anything like a tournament, a concert, a music festival, anything. So here in the events module of Odoo 18, we have an option to create booths and insert it into a particular event. So you all can manage the booths, you can create an event booth product, you can even, sell it, okay? Like people can get a booth in your particular event which is taking place. So I'm not confusing you all guys, let's move on to the video and see how to configure event booth in the events of Odoo 18. Now let me show you how the booths are managed in events. So for that, first I'm opening the events. Okay, so after opening the events, now if you go to the configuration, you can see all the menus, but you don't have a menu which is called booth. Okay, you don't have a booth category and all. So first of all, you have to go to the settings under the configuration, and here you have booth management. Enable this and save it. Okay, so here you have enabled booth management, which will enable you to create booths and manage their reservations. So this is saved. Okay, so now after saving this, what you have to do is you have to go to the configuration over here and check. So here you can see booth category is something new which has come over here. So I'm opening booth category. So the first step is to create a new category. Okay, so you have, pre-created categories like the standard booth, the premium booth, and the VIP booth and all. So let's create a new booth. Okay, so I'm just giving the name as new booth. That's the category name. Okay, so here you can give a picture for the new category that you've created, and here you have the booth details. So under the booth detail, you have a field called product where there is already a product which is event booth. So you have to make sure that whenever you create a product or whenever you choose a product, the product type should be event booth. Now let's go to the internal link of the product and check. Here you have the product type is service, and here you can see event booth has been created. So it can either be a task, project and all. So here you have to make sure it's of event booth. Okay, now if you go back, you can see the price. So this price is the price which was configured while creating the product. So this is customizable. You can actually change it from here. So I'm changing it to 200, and here you can specify the size, the amenities and all of the event. That is the booth. Okay, so that can be given here as a description. So I've created a category. Now I'm going to save this. Okay, so for the time being, we've created a booth category. Next step is to add a category or add a booth to a particular event. So we are making a booth for this category and then adding it to an event. So for that, we have to go to the events. Here you have different events like new, booked and announced. So here I'm choosing the hockey tournament. Okay, so this is the hockey tournament. Now if you go to more, you can see the booth smart tab. Open the booth. And if there are any booths which is corresponding to this particular event, that will be shown under this particular Canvas stage. So here you have two stages which is available and unavailable. And here you can't find any of these booths because none is created. So let's create a new one. For that, click on new. So this is the new button. Here you have to specify the name of the booth. So I'm just giving the name as first booth. Here you have to choose a category. So I'm choosing the category which I created, which was new booth. Okay, and then you have to pick a renter. Like if you are picking a renter, means all the details of the renter, like renter's name, email and phone will come. So right now I'm not picking a renter, let it be there. Multiple things can be chosen. This has come under first booth, that is the available booths. So you can add the other one as second booth. So how many y'all want, that much you can create. So I am just putting it under the category I created, saving it again. So right now we've created two available booths for the event hockey tournament. Okay. Next step is to go and check it in the website. Okay. Before that, you have to do certain things. So the first thing which you have to do is go to the settings and make sure your debug mode is on. So you have to activate the developer mode. So I'm clicking on activate the developer mode. Okay, so that's on. Now if you go to the event, and let's go to the event which we configure the booth for right now. And here you have the smart tab, which is go to website. Click on go to website. So this will be taking you to the website page of the event. So right now here you can't see any submenus and all. What you have to do is you have to click on edit here. On top of the screen, you can see an edit button, okay, on the top right corner. And here if you click on customize, you have a thing called the sub menu. So enable this. Okay, so right now that was not enabled. You have to enable this. And if you take a look here, you can see a get a booth option is there. So after doing all these things, save it. Okay, so after all these things, I've saved it. Now if you take the hockey tournament, so I'll go back to all events and again open the hockey tournament, which I was talking about. So here you have the hockey tournament. I opened it. And here you can see submenus. So here you have a thing called get a booth. So click on that and it will show you the booths which are available right now. So just by clicking on these, that is, you have the location, which is first booth and second booth. So I'm clicking on first booth, and if you want to book this booth for y'all, then you can select the booth and then click on book my booths. Okay, either you can select both or anyone. And after that, you have to complete the procedure by doing the payment. Okay, so this is how easily you can manage the booths inside the events module. Okay, so we've already learned how to configure a booth category, how to create a booth under a category for an event, and how to get a booth for a particular event. So that's all about the booths, and I hope that was clear for you all. So that's how easily you can configure the event booth in Odoo 18. I hope that was clear for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.